Hello everybody, I'm James and welcome back to Black Dice Gaming. So today we're going to be doing another unboxing, and it's going to be another dragon from Dungeons and Lasers, and this time it's Durkar the Sovereign Serpent. Now, looking at the colour here, it's a gold and silver metallic sort of dragon. So that's going to offer some challenges when it comes to painting up. But without further ado, let's look at the sprue. So here we are, we have the box. It's quite a thick box, so I'm guessing 2 sprues on this one. And down here we have a little bit of information about the model. It's easy to assemble, they all are, they've all been pretty simple so far. We're 167mm tall, which makes it probably one of the largest. And it's probably because of this huge wingspan that it's got way above its head that makes it so big. And as usual, they come on a 50mm base. So let's get this box open. Now this gold silver sort of colour scheme, it's got me thinking, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? I was right, it was 2 sprues. Okay, so first things first, let's have a look at the instructions. And yes, as always, really straightforward, really easy to assemble. They all have been so far, no worries about that. This one does have an optional tongue or fireball. Tongue or huge, majestic fireball. Okay, so I don't know. I'm probably going to go with the tongue because it seems to be the easiest one to paint. I don't particularly like painting fire and flames, but none of the others have got that sort of thing either, so I want them all to look reasonably well uniformed, so I'll probably just stick with the tongue. But yep, no idea how I'm going to achieve this effect on the gold here. Anyway, let's have a look at the sprue. So the first sprue we've got here, we've got huge wing, lovely plated scales, really nice. The body seems very similar actually to one of Marduk's bodies. I think it's the white dragon. I could go with the white dragon here and just ignore the colour scheme. Anyway, here's the fireball parts by the look of it. There's 5 in total, all on the same sprue. I'll make it up and maybe stick it in with blue tack so you can see what it's like, but there you go, that's the first sprue. Second sprue, we have the second wing, a lovely big wing. Its tail parts by the look of it, and all the claws. I think these are shoulder blade parts just here. We've got claws, and then we've got the 2 sides of the head, as always, and I'm guessing that's his big tongue just there. Okay, the base is very interesting. It looks like a lovely tiled floor with lots and lots of gold, and there's 3 chests there as well, and then there's the groove there, which is obviously where his tail sits into, so creating really good sticking points. Anyway, right, so let me get it made up. Let me get it made up for you, and we'll come back and we'll compare sizes to some of the other dragons. So here she is, all built up with a absolutely massive wingspan. I will say it went together pretty easy. There was very few issues at all. The only issue that I had was my own fault. I put the wings on before attaching it to the base. Doing that made it a little bit too top heavy, so it didn't stand to the base, so I had to use super glue and pin it for a few moments. So it's completely my fault. It did say attach it to the base first, but I didn't listen. The other issue was this fireball was a little confusing. Okay, this bit and this bit went on absolutely fine, but this bit here, according to the instructions, it attaches here, but it doesn't. I think what the instructions don't really show clearly is it's right through to the other side, and then it wraps around. Okay, so that was the only thing that I had a little bit of issue with. It took me a little while just to figure out that actually the instructions were not pointing to the right place. I have super glued the tongue in, but that's what she would look like with the fireball in her mouth. It's quite impressive, actually. It's a really, really nice piece of additional kit that I will get painted up, even if it's just to practice flame methods, really, more than anything. But yeah, not going to be attached on my model. So what we're going to compare her to. So the smallest dragon that I've done so far is Durkar. No, Marduk. Sorry, this is Durkar, isn't it? And she's quite a bit taller than Marduk. I think this one has been taken from this. So as you can see, the sort of where the scales work. I don't know if you can sort of pick that up on camera, but yeah. Anyway, so I know that one's Thrall, that one's Draculus. Those two I've not quite figured out who they are yet, but anyway. So Oregon stands head and shoulders above Oregon. The face heights are she's slightly higher than Oregon, but with the wingspan, it's massive, so much bigger, so much bigger. Let's put Oregon over there. Sorry if you can't see them all. The giant, we'll stick the giant in. So we've just done Pepe. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely as tall as Pepe to head height. And there's Yazal, or whatever his name is. So she's definitely so much bigger. Definitely the biggest one that I've done so far, without a shadow of a doubt. And for those of you who don't know the sizes of the Dungeons and Laser items, then that's your standard GW Vampire Lord, classic 90s Vampire Lord that I've painted up as well. And in the background we've actually got Vlad as well. He's on the painting table, and so is his Isabella, the old Isabella model. Currently working on those as well. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's a big piece, definitely the biggest one I've done so far. I've not quite decided, but it's going to be sort of a metallic paint job. I'm still figuring that out, but I will be painting it up. So please like and subscribe if you want to see how I do that, or if you want to see what models I'm unboxing next. I think I've got the Ghost Dragon coming up soon. That might be the next one. That's another one I'm debating on how to paint, but that's a story for another day. Anyway, like I said, like and subscribe, and hopefully I shall catch you in the next one.